Hey guys, what's going on? It's Angie. So today I'm over here in Washington Square Park. As you can see from the background, I was gonna sit in the grass and film this, but it was kind of like the grass was not grassing. Like it looked all brown and shit, and I was like, the grass, I don't know if it's because we gotta wait until like the warmer months for the grass to like look right, but I don't know, I just didn't want to sit in the brown grass, you know. The grass didn't look like grass. But basically, so I've been meaning to film this video for like maybe 2 weeks now. I've been kind of putting it off. The thing is, I was actually gonna film it in my room this morning, but the thing is, there was some guy that was, okay, so basically from the window you could see the Long Island Railroad, and there was some guy that was like staring in the window, and so I'm like, I don't want to, like, because he was dead ass like, tell me why. Like, so I was about to take a shower, and then even after I got out of the shower 20, 30, 40 minutes later, he was still there doing the same shit. And it's like, bro, if you're waiting for the train, why are you standing there? The way he was like looking into the window, so I didn't want to like stay there and like film if he was there. I don't know, I should have just, because the thing is, like, I would have filmed this at home, but the thing is, I have a roommate, so I gotta wait till my roommate is not there to film. But then I was like, once I peeped the weather, it was like 59, 60 degrees. So I was like, you know what, why don't I come to the park? Like, it's nice enough. I didn't even have to put my jacket on over this. I didn't have to have my jacket on today, because I said once I seen it was so nice. Like, I see somebody walking over there in a t-shirt. Like, it's nice to where you don't really need a jacket right now. A hoodie will keep you warm, you know. But yeah, so anyway, enough rambling. So this video is going to be me talking about my experience being homeless and my experience being in the shelter so far of what has happened. So if you guys don't know me currently, I have already been homeless for already 2 years now. Well, more than 2 years, 2 years and like a month, you know. So it's been more than 2 years. At first I was staying, so it was originally because my mom had died. Unfortunately, she had overdosed when I was staying in her apartment, and then I moved out around like a month later. Her caseworker moved me into this shelter, which it was like a private shelter. It was like this house I was staying at. I might talk about that shelter. I might talk about that shelter towards the end of the video, but that the first shelter I was staying at, that's not the focus I wanted to focus on for this video. I wanted to talk about my experience. So I have already been in 3 shelters so far. I was in the house shelter, like the private shelter. I was in there for 2 years. At first I had a roommate. Then they moved me in with some other roommate. She was a bitch. I was only with her for like a week, but she would complain about shit. She would complain about when I would keep the AC on, that, oh, the room was too cold. She would complain like, oh, my alarm is too loud. She was just bitching. Like, I didn't even know that girl name. All I know is that she would bitch about everything, and she was a pain in the ass. I was only in a room with her for a week, and then thank God they had moved me to my own room. So I was in my own room and stuff, doing that, you know. I was in my own room. I was lucky. I was blessed over there, because it was the lady. She was like, we know that you don't really talk to too many people. We know that you would be more comfortable by yourself. That's why they had moved me to my own room in that shelter. So that's what happened over there. But anyway, I left that shelter. My move out date was February 2nd of last month, February 2nd, 2025. So in order to do that, they was like, okay, we're sending you to Franklin Women's Shelter in the Bronx. It was like Franklin Avenue Armory Women's Shelter. Oh my God, that shelter was dirty as fuck. And I say that because, okay, so they were telling me I had to go there. I thought I was going there to like sign papers, right, to say like, okay, I'm gonna be moving here. I pulled up really late at night. Like, it was like 2 a.m. when I got there to sign up, but I didn't know that me signing in for a bed meant that I was gonna have to be stuck there. But thankfully I had already came late at night at like 2 o'clock, and then by the time like I had like talked to the guy that was telling me the information, it was around like 4 o'clock, 4 a.m., 4:30 during this time. And I was like, oh, okay, I gotta go back home and get sleep. I didn't even end up getting any sleep that day. I didn't get any sleep. I got sleep the next day though. So he was like, it was around 4:30 a.m. He was like, oh, you know you can't leave, right? Because I was telling him, oh, I gotta go home and sleep. Like, I came all the way to the Bronx to do this shit. It's gonna take me another hour, almost an hour and a half to get back home to East New York, right, in Brooklyn. But he was like, oh, you can't leave until 6 a.m. because, you know, shelters, they have certain like times where the shelter I'm at now, I believe it's 5 a.m. you could leave. But I'm like, girl, who's waking up that early to leave? I need to get sleep. I work night shift. I'm not waking up at 5 a.m. Be real. I'll wake up at like 8. 8 is cool. Some days I wake up at 8. Recently, the last couple of days, I've been sleeping in a little later though. Like today I woke up hella late at like 12:30. Anyway. But the other days I was waking up at like 8, 10 o'clock, you know. But yeah, so basically what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I was at that shelter, I signed up. Then I could finally leave once it hit 6 o'clock. So I had taken a shower at first because they had gave me a bed and a locker, but I didn't have my locker. I didn't have all my stuff. I only had my water bottle, a tote bag, and my jacket. That was all I had, right? So, and my phone and all that, you know. Yeah, so I went there. They was like, you can't leave till 6. I went, and the thing is, like, because if you're not home back by 11 o'clock, they give your bed to somebody else. They'll assign your bed to somebody else. So they assigned me like the bed 3007, and then once I came back like a few days later to actually like live there, they gave me a whole new bed. I think I had like 3043. I think it was 3041 or 3043. Not that I need to be sharing bed information, but I mean, fuck it, I'm not there no more. I might as well tell y'all the number, you know. I was staying in that bed. So I got to that bed. But that shelter was trash, because tell me why the first day when I went there and I asked them for a towel, bro, I kid you not, I'm gonna see if I can insert the picture here. Bro, they gave me a towel. It had like 2 piss stains on it, and one of them, it looked like a brown stain. It looked like a shit stain. They gave me a towel with piss and shit stains on it. Not only that, but it's like, to be honest, that's disgusting. And not only that, one thing I didn't like about that shelter is they would lock the showers from 8 a.m. to like 4 p.m. So it's like, imagine, because say if you was tired from work or whatever the night before, you didn't shower at night. There was like 2 days I was living there, I had to go without showering and all that. And even when, yeah, it was like, because they would lock the showers 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Sometimes they would even lock the bathrooms too. Like if they were cleaning it and stuff in the daytime, like I would have to go use the bathroom, and I couldn't even use the bathroom because they locked that shit. And they would get mad if you used like the staff bathroom, or if you used a bathroom on a different floor. You weren't supposed to do that. But I'm like, y'all's out here locking the showers, locking the bathrooms. Y'all want us to be dirty or something. And not only that, but the staff at like all these shelters is mad rude and mad disrespectful. Some of them be mad racist too. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, it's just like they mad disrespectful for what reason? Like the system is fucked up, because y'all should not be having people that aren't trying to help us working in these places, bro. But it's just, I mean, that's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? The government, the system, everything is fucked up, right? Yeah, they would lock the showers. They would lock the bathrooms. You would have people walking around. There was this one lady walking around with her whole hairy coochie out, her whole ass out. And I'm like, what the fuck? She was like, and it was like, you had like crackheads walking around in this bitch. Like, it was an adult shelter at DHS. Department of Homeless Services. You would have like the you know, you would have to go through security. Oh, not only that, when I got there too, I had a Bombshell Victoria's Secret perfume. It was an expensive ass perfume. I had some face creams, like some anti-aging face creams, some collagen face creams. I had all this shit, right? We couldn't even bring nail polish into this bitch. We couldn't bring anything with glass. But I'm like, do they think we're gonna like self-harm or something? Like, it's just a nail polish. I'm trying to use this to paint my fucking nails so I could look cute. I can't even bring no nail polish remover. They're trying to tell me I can't bring a scissor in. I said, what if I have something that I need to open and I can't open it? Like, how the fuck y'all expect me? I was tight because I literally went, I couldn't even bring an extension cord in. Tell me why one day I tried to bring in an extension cord. They like, oh, you got a sex toy in your bag. I'm like, no. And then the 2 girls is looking at my bag like, oh, you was way off. That's an extension cord. And I'm like, that's fucking crazy. Like, it was mad shit you couldn't bring into the shelter. And it was just like annoying, you know. And I would have to sneak my lighters in through my pocket or my bra. That's how I do that shit now. Because if it's in the bag, The thing is, what they have us do at the Bronx shelter, they would have us take our jacket off so many times. I always wear hoodies with no shirt underneath it, just a bra. They would try to be like, oh, you're supposed to take that off. And I'm like, I have nothing under it. Why are you trying to I already took my jacket off. Why are you trying to tell me that I have to take my hoodie off? Like, you want to see me strip or something? Because they would be so strict about, at the Bronx shelter, the Franklin shelter, we had to take our jacket off. We had to put our phone, our bag, we had to put everything on this conveyor belt thing. I don't know if that's the word. So we put our phone, our bag. They have a screen that they could see what's in our bag. They could see what's in our bag and shit. I was able to sneak lighters in through my clothes, which is what I do. And but yeah, and then I think there was something else I was gonna say. Oh yeah, so when I was even at the Bronx shelter at first, they was trying to tell us we couldn't bring no liquids in through our water bottle. So say if I had my Stanley, right? Say if I have this, right? It's full of ice, but they didn't want us bringing no liquids in, so I would have to drink it. But sometimes they wouldn't say nothing, but sometimes they would be like, oh no, you can only have ice, you can't have any liquid, which I think is dumb. Why are you gonna tell me, oh, I can't bring water in with my water bottle? Well, I mean, I understand why, because maybe some people would try to sneak like liquor in and shit like that, because they would think, oh, it's just water. Like, say if you bring vodka in to a water bottle, you could easily pretend it's water, you know? So I see why they're doing that, but it's like, bro, come on, we live here, be real. But the place I'm at now, they don't be checking water bottles and all that. They're like, you can bring that shit in. Place I'm at now is better. But let me tell you, so anyway, I was at the Bronx shelter. One thing I did, oh yeah, people wish, there was this one day somebody shitted in the fucking shower. Bro, ain't no way somebody pooped in the fucking shower. Look at this shit. Literal shit. What the, who the fuck shitted in the shower? What the fuck? People would leave like cigarette butts, you know those orange, the end of a cigarette, right? There was times where people would throw the cigarette butts, the end of the cigarette, they would throw them into the toilet. They would like, there was this one day people was leaving toilet paper all over the floor, like razors, random razor was on the fucking floor. People would leave like the ends of the blunts on the toilet. People would leave the ash all over the floor. People would leave like roaches to their blunts in the shower. One thing I did like about, I did make some friends while I was there, but some stuff ended up happening when I left, and all them people is fake. I don't really fuck with none of them people no more, except maybe like one girl. I be texting her, you know, I be texting her and stuff, but like honestly, all the people that I had met, it was kind of like a friend group. We was making TikToks and shit, but all them people is fake. And this one lady, she asked me for 25 cents for a cigarette. I gave her 50 cents, you know, because I'm like, yeah, you're not asking for much. I'll give you 50 cents. Go get you a cigarette, you know. And then there was this other lady. She asked me, right? She asked me to if I could buy her a sandwich at the deli or something, or if I could. And I'm like, okay, so. But then she ended up. We went to this Dominican spot. I spent like $5 on her. Then I seen this girl from the shelter that was outside the store. I asked her for a cigarette. So then the lady I was with, that was the grown ass lady that's asking me for money, right? So she was asking me for money. Now she want to go. It was about like maybe $17 I spent on her. It was like $5 at the Dominican spot. Then she talking about, oh, let's go into the deli right here. She asking me for $2 so we can get cigarettes. But that don't make no sense, because if it's 75 cents a cigarette, that's $1.50 for 2 cigarettes. You just stole 50 cents from me. You got a cigarette and I got a cigarette, but you just stole my 50 cents. And then this bitch wanted me to go to McDonald's, spend like, say like $11 on her at McDonald's. So now I'm spending money for this lady, because she talking about she don't got like no money or whatever. So I'm like, okay, like let me, you know what I'm saying, let me be a good person. Let me give to people, because when I give to people, people will give back to me. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're a good person, you putting out that good energy, that's gonna come back to you. But like, why I got this grown ass lady asking me for money and shit, and then the next day I seen her asking somebody else, hey, can you come give me money for a sandwich at the deli? I'm like, you ain't got no fucking money. You still owe me $20 and you out here asking other people for money. What pissing me off is, so she was like, oh, blah blah blah, tomorrow I'm gonna take you out for breakfast and lunch. This bitch, so she would just, the next day because she was like, oh, I'ma pay you back or whatever. That bitch never paid me back, and that bitch blocked me too. I gave her maybe, it was like about a month after, like 3 weeks after I already left the shelter. I'm like, yo, listen, she talking about some, oh, I'ma pay you when I get my money at the end of the month. And then this bitch blocks me on Instagram. I sent her a text. That bitch blocked my number. I said, that's the last time I'm giving grown motherfuckers money. It's no reason you old enough to be my mom and I'm helping you and you ain't even got no fucking money. I'm like, yo, cause it be some broke ass people out here. I said, that's why I'm not helping people no more. I'm not giving people my fucking money. Because you try to be a nice person, you try to give people money, and people, that's what I'm saying. And because I'm such a nice, sweet person, that I gotta stop doing shit like that, because people is taking advantage. They thinking that they could just do whatever they want, take my fucking money, take this, take that. I said, I was being nice. And I know God is gonna bless me because of that. I know God is going to bless me because, you know what I'm saying, I have a good heart. I'm giving to people. I'm helping people who are less fortunate than me, you know? And so it's like, tell me why there's a squirrel right there eating an acorn on the bench. But yeah, so anyway, so no, the next day, and the thing is, I kept asking her, I'm like, hey, are we gonna go? Are you gonna go take me to the deli or whatever to go get like a sandwich or something, you know? And then the next day, she just like left. She didn't wake me up, because I think one day I told her, oh, wake me up. That bitch didn't wake me up. She just left the fucking shelter before I was even awake. So I'm like, oh, and then another thing that was annoying about living in that shelter in the Bronx is, so what they would do around like 8 o'clock or like 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning, they would start waking everybody up. And they said, if y'all don't have a pass to be in the beds, like, you couldn't chill in your bed all day if you wanted to. And I'm not saying, it's not like I'm finna be laying in bed all fucking day. What if I just want to get a couple extra hours of sleep to make sure I'm fully rested and fully functioning, right? They was wilding with that, because they would have like the staff coming around, and every night when they would do bed check, they would come around with these plastic bags. And then if you was not signed in, like if you didn't come home to the shelter on time, they would come to your room, take your pillow, take your bed. I've gotten the total. They have gave me 4 beds, 4 different beds since I have been there. That's how on top of they are about taking people's beds, doing this and that. There was this one day I had came home 9 minutes late, right? Only 9 minutes. They was trying to tell me like, oh, that I can't and literally by the time I got back to my bed, it was 1:53 in the morning. How the fuck I was there at 11:09? You're telling me it's 2 a.m. by the time I could finally go up to my fucking room. Like that's insane, bro. That's insane. And basically, yeah, so that was fucking crazy. And so yeah, that was the one time they did strip my bed. They took down my pillow, they took down my bedding, the sheet, whatever. I had to go back down and get another one. But there was this one day where they left my locker, like my lock was still there, my stuff was in the locker. That was the one time I got my bed taken where they didn't move my stuff. They did take my bedding, they did take the pillow, they did take the sheets, they did take the blanket, but they left all my other belongings, like my shoes that was under the bed and my whatnot, my suitcase, they left all that shit there, because I guess they knew I was coming back. I was gonna be assigned the same bed, right? But then there was this other time, let me tell you. So I was only there for 16 days. I was there for 2 weeks and 2 days, right? So basically, while I was there was this one day where it was because basically they told me, like, I came home one night at like around 11. Oh wait, before I even get into that, hold up, let me tell y'all one thing I did like about staying in the shelter over there was it was easy to smoke in there. Like, we would be, you know what I'm saying, like, oh yeah, there was this one girl, I was friends with her. She ended up being mad racist. Like, I remember I had a gut feeling, I'm like, yo, this girl is racist. The next day she posted some shit on her Instagram story where it was like, it was something about some white judge or something. So I don't know, some bullshit with a white and black person, right? I don't remember what the fuck the post said, but she basically said like, oh, no white person could ever have my respect, no kizzy, I hate all of them. And I'm like, oh, but if I posted something like that, you would be trying to fight me or something. It's funny, because it was this girl, this black girl, Shay. I was friends with her. She was like mad annoying because she was such a fiend. Like there was this one day where they was like, okay, we're smoking in the shower, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. Y'all had a blunt, right? We was all in the shower. But then they trying to tell me, oh, to bring my blunt and shit. And I'm like, but y'all got a blunt right here and y'all rude as fuck. Y'all didn't even pass it to me. And I asked her, I told them like, oh, are y'all gonna pass it? Why the fuck we got 5-6 people hiding in this little shower? Y'all can't pass me the blunt. Y'all telling me to go get my blunt. So you want me to share my blunt with all of y'all? Y'all already got a blunt right here and you're not gonna pass it to me? But I said, like I said, I'm not trying to get my ass beat. I'm not trying to get my ass whooped. Like this girl was harassing me. There was this one day this girl was drunk. She gonna spill my water bottle on my fucking locker, and then this girl is gonna try to push me into a fucking wall. Like it was kind of gentle, like it wasn't like super aggressive, but it's like, why are you even feeling comfortable enough to put your hands on me, bro? Y'all are lucky that I'm not insane. Y'all lucky that I don't go crazy on y'all, because y'all would be fucking dead. Y'all would be fucking chopped if I was a aggressive, angry person. Y'all would be done, bro. Y'all so lucky that I'm so calm and that I'm so chill, because I don't be giving a fuck. I'm not gonna give away my energy to sit here and argue with people, you know? I'm not gonna sit here and do that. I'm not gonna waste my fucking energy like that, right? So why the fuck? And then this bitch over here, she gonna be like, oh, go get your fucking blunt. This bitch over here yelling at me. At this point, she over here begging me to get my shit. And then so I open my locker, right? Why this bitch is over here trying to pour out everything in my bag, pour out my pockets, fucking her fiending ass looking for a fucking spliff. I told you I got one spliff. You over here trying to search my bag and shit because you fiending, bro. And I'm like, yo, that shit is fucking crazy. I said, that's why I was like, after she put her hands on me, she tried to spill my shit, spilled my water on my fucking locker and my fucking towel. I said, you fucking weird for that. I kept my distance from her after that, because after that, and once I had the gut feeling she was racist and she posted that racist ass shit the next day, I'm like, yo, I knew I wasn't, my intuition was right, and I knew I wasn't thinking that for no reason, you know. But anyway, so when they told me I had gotten transferred, right? Oh, but the one thing I liked is that I would be smoking weed in the bathroom, you know, I would be in the stall. There was this one day I was smoking, this girl Shay gonna fucking open the stall that I was in, because the bathroom was ghetto. Like, it looked like the place I was at, when I first got there, the vibe it was giving was like psych ward, mental hospital. There was like these long hallways. It was kind of a creepy, eerie vibe. But then as I was staying there, I was like, this place kind of reminds me of a school. There was no elevator. There was, I think, like 4 or 5 floors, but I was on the 3rd floor, at least from my first 2 beds I was at. And then, oh yeah, so anyway, let me tell you what happened. So when they told me, when I came home one night, they was telling me I'm being transferred, I gotta pack up my shit, right? But I'm over here thinking, it was like I had mad shit to pack. So let me tell you, that night when I got transferred, I had signed this paper saying that I was going to whatever location. They was trying to send me to a shelter in Sunset Park. And then, but I was like, but it's gonna take me a couple hours to pack my stuff. So by the time y'all telling me I gotta leave right now and that the bus or the van is here or whatever, but it's still gonna take me hours to pack my shit, I would have probably missed the van anyway, you know? But let me tell you what happened. So that night I went to go charge my phone in like this room on the 3rd floor, where it was like a room where we would chill, charge our phones, because we didn't have we would have to go into a room to charge our phones, unless there was some of the shelter rooms. It was like, let me tell you, because it was like a big ass room with like 20-30 beds, and you know what I'm saying, we would have the bed, the locker, and it was just a shit ton of people in this room. You know what I'm saying? People was being ghetto. People was arguing with each other. People was trying to fight every day. Like, these people was arguing over a bunch of shit. Like, they was just, you know what I'm saying, it was just some ghetto shit, you know. And you know what I'm saying, me, I stay out the way. I don't sit here and try to argue and do this and that. I don't do that stuff, right? But let me tell you what happened. So when they told me I got transferred, that night when I came back from charging my phone, I see somebody else was laying in my bed. My locker code, my things were still in my locker, my suitcase was still there, my shoes were still there, and my friend Santiago that I had met in the shelter, he let me use his locker, so I was keeping my laundry bin in there, and I think like 2 pairs of shoes. I was keeping my stuff in his locker too. But let me tell you, the feelings, imagine you come to your bed to find somebody else laying in your fucking bed, and I can't sit here and argue, say nothing to you, talking about some, oh, this is my bed. Like, No, they fucked up and they gave you my bed while I'm still here. They had it in the system saying that I transferred out, that I already left. I already went on the van to go to the other shelter. The whole time I was still here. I was still in that shelter. So that whole night, I was up till like 5 in the morning. I was up till 5, 6 in the morning. Now what I had to do is when I went downstairs, they like, okay, now you're going, we'll give you a bed on the second floor. They gave me a bed on the second floor. That whole night, I had to move everything, move all my fucking belongings. I was breaking a sweat. I was wearing a hoodie. I started sweating. I had to take my fucking hoodie off because I was getting so sweaty just moving all my shit down the fucking stairs. And let me tell you, that shit was heavy too. Yo, thank God I have the strength that I have, because if I was even a little less stronger, that would have been much harder for me to like move on my shit. Because imagine you're out here with mad bags and shit. And so now they gonna tell me, okay, I'm moving on to the second floor. I think and the thing is, when they moved me to the second floor, I think it was a room full of disabled people. And there was a whole bathroom in like the room. And there was a room, and then we had a bathroom. Because when I was on the third floor, it was like the rooms, a long ass hallway. You walk all the way to the end of the hallway, it's the bathroom. And then when you first walk onto the third floor, that's where the shower is at and everything. I don't even know where the shower was at on the second floor. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even remember where the fuck I showered. I don't remember where the shower was. I don't know, I forgot. All I remember is I know that we had a bathroom in the second floor, in like the room I was in. I think it was they put me in the room with like the disabled people and all that. And then they moved me onto the second floor, right? Okay, so then that's when I was up all night till 5 a.m. moving my shit from the third floor to the second floor, because when I came back, I had no choice but to move my stuff. Somebody was laying in my fucking bed, all over my fucking pillows, all over my fucking blanket. I was tight, but I'm like, I can't sit here and argue because yo, that shit was a dub. And then they was asking like, oh, like I seen your bedding and stuff here. I just kind of laid on top of it. Do you want it back? I said, yeah, give it to me in like 30 minutes. Give it to me in like 30 minutes. That bitch was asleep. How I'm supposed to ask you for my shit back? You already laying on that shit. Like the fuck? And then bro, let me tell you. So basically after that, I was tight. Because that day again, when I came home after being up, oh yeah, and so after I had finished moving my stuff to the second floor, it was 5 a.m. And then they started waking us up at like 8, 9 o'clock. And I'm like, yo, I literally was moving my stuff down here all fucking night. Now y'all fucking telling me that I gotta get out the fucking bed because it's 9 o'clock. Bro, I didn't even get no fucking sleep, bro. I got like maybe 2, 3, 4, not even 4 hours. 2 to 3 hours tops of sleep. Now you telling me that like, yo, I just wasted all this time moving my stuff to a different floor. Now y'all are telling me we can't stay in this bed, blah blah blah. Somebody gotta come clean the fucking shit. You guys gotta get the fuck out of here while they're cleaning. I didn't get no fucking sleep because y'all just gave my bed to somebody else where all my shit was up there. Now I had to spend hours moving that shit back down just for me to come home the next day. Guess what? I came home again that night after moving from the third floor to the second floor. Guess what fucking happened, yo? Guess what fucking happened when I came home again after the day after finding somebody else in my bed? Guess what? I came back, some bitch was in my bed again, but this time all my belongings and shit was gone. They took that shit to storage. Not only did they take, like, I came back, some lady who was diagonally across from me was like, oh, they took your stuff. And I'm like, yo, you gotta be fucked up right now. They took my stuff. They took my suitcase, shoes, everything. They threw that shit in a bag. Let me tell you, they threw that shit in a bag. Now, my stuff, somebody's in my bed again, but all my shit is gone. They moved all my shit into storage. And guess what? The name, they didn't even have the right name on the fucking paper. They had all my shit in bags with the wrong name. I forgot what the name said. But the fucking, why the fuck y'all, how the fuck y'all not gonna, how the fuck you guys gonna have it in the system saying that I left when I'm still here? How you guys gonna take my shit and put the wrong name on it? You don't even got the right information, bro. Not only that, I think they had my wrong birthday too. Why the fuck it said I was born in 2002? I was born in 2005. What the fuck wrong with y'all? I don't know. The math is not mathing. That shelter is trash, bro. The only good thing about that shelter was we would get away with smoking weed in there. That was the only good thing. The only good thing was we was able to smoke in there. You know what I'm saying? We'd be in the showers lighting up a blunt. We'd be in the bathroom lighting up a blunt before bed. You know, that was the good thing about it. Anyway, so let me get back to the part where they was trying to transfer me. So I ended up leaving 2 days later. Oh yeah, so let me tell you. After that, when from the second floor, when they gave my bed to somebody else, but this time, this is the third time they switched my bed. The third time. They took all my shit to storage. I had to wait until the next morning. I couldn't even get my shit right then. They're telling me I had to wait until the next day to get all my stuff. At this point, I think the day after, so basically after that I was on the second floor, they gave my bed to someone else. I went downstairs. They said, this is the last time we're giving you a bed. Now they moved me all the way up to the 4th floor, right? They moved me to the 4th floor. I was only staying there for 1 day. All my shit was, I had my jacket, my water bottle, and my tote bag, but everything else, all my other shit was in storage under somebody else's name because I don't know why they got the wrong name. So then, after that, it's like, yeah, I was staying on the 4th floor, and then that day, I was there at 9 a.m. because they told me go to storage around 8 o'clock a.m. Now they saying the bus leaves at 9. Why the fuck the van, I'm saying bus because at first they said it was a bus that was gonna move our stuff to the shelter, but it was really a van with like 2 other girls, right? And we had all our stuff in the van. So, yeah, basically like, so then I had to wait until 4 p.m. that day, 3 p.m. to for the person to drive us to the shelter, just for them to because I came 2 days late. So I came to the shelter in Sunset Park, right? They're gonna first of all, the ladies there, it was some black ladies. They was mad racist. At first when I came in the door, the energy was just terrible from the staff. Like I didn't really feel good energy. They didn't seem nice at all. They didn't seem like interested in me. You know what I'm saying? You know how like some people will seem like interested in you and happy to meet you, and some people are like, you can tell they don't fuck with you. That was what I was getting. They was like, first of all, they was saying you got a lot of stuff. What am I supposed to say to that? What am I supposed to say to that? Like, just because I'm homeless, do you expect me to not have any belongings? Do you expect me to be like from outside smoking cracks on the street? Is that how you want me to be? Is that how you want me to act? Like, talking about you got a lot of stuff. What, am I not supposed to have a lot of stuff? Am I not supposed to have belongings? Like, what's wrong with you? What am I supposed to say to that, you know? And then so basically after that, like, and she was just dead looking me in the eye, like she would not look away. So I thought that was weird too. Like you giving me like an undeniable attention, and I don't like that. Like why are you dead looking at me like that? It's just weird. And then let me tell you, I got there, they're like, oh, we don't have any beds available because I was there 2 days late. And they were like, oh, but it said you were out of Franklin 2 days ago. I said no. They put the wrong information saying that I left when I was still there. That's what happened. They had gave my bed to someone else twice. And at this point, I'm like, I can't just crash in this Franklin shelter no more because I don't got no fucking bed. I gotta get the fuck up out of here, right? So at this point, they was like, that's when I had gotten to Sunset Park. They was like, yo, we don't got no beds. Come back because I came around like 5 o'clock. They was like, oh, come back around 10:30 to see if we got a bed. They still ain't had no bed. One of the ladies talking about 2, 3 a.m. the bus is gonna come pick you up, bring you to another shelter. Why the fuck I'm waiting in this bitch all night? I'm waiting in this bitch all night. The fuck? Now they telling me, now it's the next day around 7 a.m. Then the other lady, she talking about some, oh, no, because the first lady was like, oh, you're going to Bed-Stuy Beacon, which is the name of the shelter. Then the second lady was like, oh no, you're going to Beacon of Hope. That's what I'm saying. That was that racist ass lady that sent me to the wrong shelter, right? So then she gonna send me to the, then she was basically saying like, yo, yeah, you're going to Beacon of Hope. I should have listened to the first lady. The second lady, she was trying to send me to, Beacon of Hope. So then it was telling me, after I waited there all fucking night for y'all to send me a fucking Uber. I mean, not an Uber, the van. Now they telling me, why would y'all have me waiting in y'all establishment, sitting in this cafe all fucking night for y'all to tell me no one is coming to pick you up? Because at first, that shelter, they gave me a plate when I got there. I'm not going to lie, the plate ate down. There was this girl, a chef. She was cooking. She was mad nice. She was sweet. It was some rice, vegetables, and some beef-looking stuff. It was really good. It was really good. I had 2 plates of it. They gave me a plate when I first got there. They gave me a plate when I came back. One thing I liked it about that shelter, they had a bucket of ice. So say if you wanted to fill up ice in your water bottle, they had ice. And they had tea, too. They had tea as well. That's what the one thing I liked about that shelter. But I said I didn't like the staff. They was mad rude. They was mad disrespectful. They was out of pocket. How you gonna send me to the wrong location? So that after that, so they sent me to the Franklin. They sent me to they sent me to a place that was full. They sent me, and the thing is, I had a feeling too. I had a feeling that they was gonna send me to the wrong place. Because since I left 2 days later, that I had a feeling that when I got there, they was going to tell me they don't have enough room for you. I had a feeling that was going to happen. I knew that was going to happen. I don't know why I knew, but I just knew. That's why I was nervous to go. And I said exactly the thing I was nervous about is exactly what just happened. So then once I got there, that's when the racist ass lady, she wanted to send me to Beacon of Hope instead of Bed-Stuy Beacon. I live at Bed-Stuy Beacon. I don't go to Beacon of Hope. That was, I think when I looked it up, it was some Catholic treatment for like mental illnesses or some bullshit. I pull up there with all my bags. I have a big ass suitcase. I have a tote bag. I have my water bottle in hand. And I got 3 large trash bags full of shit. I'm by myself. I'm outside. After going to the Sunset shelter, the first shelter that did not have room for me, they're going to send me to another place. I pull up, they're like, okay, we have apartments for people, but it's a whole process you gotta go through. They sent me to a shelter 3 minutes down. You have no idea how long it took me to carry a big ass suitcase, my tote bag, my water bottle, and 3 large trash bags. I had to take trips. I was over here about to crash out in the streets. I was calling my friend. I was calling like this other guy. I'm over here like, yo, I'm about to crash out right now. Like, I have to move all this shit. The bags are breaking. There was like 2 things that fell out of my fucking bag. I was tight. I had to spend $60 on a shopping cart. But yeah, so after I went from Sunset Park, I took an Uber to the wrong shelter that they sent me to, right? Then I walked 3 minutes down. There was this lady telling me, okay, we don't have room here, but let me find out your information of where you're supposed to go. It was this white lady. Shout out to that white lady, because she helped me out. She told me she was a real one. She was nice. She gave me a whole Metro card. She told me, okay, you're supposed to go here. I said, God bless that lady. So I'm like, why would y'all tell me? The first lady told me at the Sunset Shelter, go to Bed-Stuy Beacon. Then this racist ass lady gonna tell me, no, you're going to Beacon of Hope. Why in the world would you tell me to go to the wrong place? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, actually? And then after that, see, I'm getting stressed out just talking about this shit, because nobody should have to go through this shit. It was fucked up. If only y'all knew how hard it was. And yo, let me tell you what happened. So once she gave me the information to the right shelter, that's when I called my friend Tito. I'm like, yo, no, because I didn't even ask him to come help me. He was just saying, like, oh, like, I think he said, oh, is there anything you want me to do or some shit. He offered to come. I had to wait like an hour and a half, 2 hours for him to come to me. But I was like, at this point, like, I was just standing in front of this building with like all my stuff, just waiting for him to come, because I couldn't just leave my stuff there. I had a tote bag. I had like 5 bags, yo. I had this tote bag that I have with me, my water bottle, a large suitcase, and 3 bags. 3, and they weren't light either. They were 3 heavy ass bags, you know, with like clothes and shoes and shit and whatnot. So then Tito, what we did is we left like one of the bags. We left one of my bags in like this garbage alley thing that, like, we left it there. He was carrying like my suitcase. He was helping me carry my bags. We went to the store. We dropped off like 2 of my bags at my storage unit. And then he ended up taking the bus with me to move all my stuff into the shelter. I said, yo, God bless. Thank God he was there to help me. Because he even said, if I wasn't here with you, I don't know how you would have did all this by yourself. And I said, yo, me neither. Because let me tell you, once they sent me to the wrong address, the main reason I was stressed is because I had all my belongings with me. Not all my belongings, I still have a lot of stuff in my storage unit, but I had a bunch of shit. Imagine you're out here with a big ass suitcase. The suitcase is already heavy enough. I had another bag on my shoulder. I had my water bottle and 3 bags. I couldn't even hold the 3 bags at one time. I had to like carry half of my stuff. Even to cross the street was a pain in the ass. I had to bring like my suitcase in 1 bag. I had to leave 2 bags across the street, and I had to run that shit back. So it was such a pain in the ass. It was such a pain in the fucking ass. And then let me tell you, but once I finally got to the Bed-Stuy, it's already 40 minutes into this. I gotta hurry the fuck up. So then, once I finally got to the Bed-Stuy Beacon shelter that I'm at now, I like it so much better. It looks like a hotel. We got a nice, luxurious bathroom, white marble walls. We got a nice. The shower's a little bit kind of small, but it's like it's good, you know. You know, like I'm very grateful that after all I'm glad they didn't send me to that racist ass shelter. I'm glad I'm not over there. I'm glad they didn't have no room for me over there, because I wouldn't have wanted to stay there. But yeah, so the shelter I'm at now, curfew is the same, 11 o'clock. You have to get like a work pass to like go to work. And you just get a pass. At the Bronx shelter, when we had to go to work, it was even more work we had to do. Because say we had to get 4 notes. We had to put 1. They would give us a paper. We would tape it to our locker. We kept 1 paper on us. We gave 1 paper to security. We gave 1 paper to the intake booth. So basically, yeah, it was like, yeah, we had to do that, right? Got my second coffee. Matter of fact, let's close with this. Period.
No, but it's like all of that.
Period. Period. All right. So yeah, let me tell you, the new shelter I'm at now. So at least, but then I completely forgot to tell y'all this part. There was this one day I was about to go to my storage unit to put like some bags in my storage unit, but let me tell you what happened. On my way to the train, I realized, oh shit, it's about to close in like 10-20 minutes. So then I'm like, fuck, I just gotta go home at this point. I had to bring my whole shopping cart to the Bronx, and then they're telling me I can't bring that shit in. So I left that shit at the front by like they had like this little police office. I left my shopping cart right outside the fucking door. Let me tell you what happened. The next day when I went there, that shit was gone, bro. That shit was gone. I'm like, yo, my shopping cart was gone, yo. I was tight. And the thing is, I had to buy a whole new shopping cart the day Tito was helping me move my stuff. I spent $60 on that shopping cart. But the shopping cart, the first one, the one that got stolen, it was only a $30, $29.99 shopping cart that I had from years ago from my mom when I used to live with her. That shopping cart felt a lot more sturdy than the new shopping cart that I had bought. So why the fuck is it double the price and it don't even feel as strong as the other one? That's what I'm saying. That shit is crazy. You know, and I wasted so much money on Ubers when I was in the Bronx, just making sure I get home on time, making sure I get my stuff all the way there, just for them to tell me I have to throw out my belongings and my stuff. Oh, and then I had to leave my grind. There was this one day I had to leave my grinder outside. That shit was stolen. One day I had my lighters in my bag. That was the first time I brought my lighters there. I had to leave that shit outside by the windowsill. Tell me why I put like all 3 lighters right next to each other. They were still there the next day, but they stole my grinder. How they gonna steal my grinder but they see 3 lighters? They don't take the lighters. I would have took the lighters. If I seen some lighters outside, 3 of them, not only 1, not 2, but 3, I would have taken them. I would have taken them. That ass. But anyway, the new shelter I'm at now is pretty good so far. Yeah, I can't really complain. You know what I'm saying? I only got 1 roommate. My roommate, she showers at her mom's crib. She like 38 though. But she be going, I think she's disabled. She be going to her mom's crib to shower. So I'm the only one that uses the shower, which is amazing. Compared to when I was in the Bronx and when I first saw what the shower looked like, I was like, this is disgusting. I don't even want to like step on the floor barefoot. There's hair on the floor. I don't know what type of bacteria is on the floor. It be some crackheads up in this place. Like, they got all types of people in this shelter, bro. Like but I'm like, I had no other choice. I had to shower there. It's either you shower here or you don't shower at all, you know? So, but the place I'm at now, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like that it's not a public bathroom. It's only me and my roommate. So I'm like, we can't lock our doors though, which is kind of weird, but I've wanted to smoke in there, but I'm like, honestly, I'm not gonna risk it because I don't want the smell to like spread everything. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, like after that, I told y'all what happened. Tito, the day I finally got to the shelter that I was supposed to go to after all that shit. I'm like, damn, it's already 45 minutes into this. I didn't even think it was gonna be this long. I'm gonna end the video here because I don't want to yab on too much because this is gonna be a lot to go through to edit. But yeah, honestly, I should make another video talking about this if you guys would like to see that. I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoy. Comment down any suggestions you'd like to see me do down below. Subscribe if you want to see more of me. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great day. And yeah, I love you guys. Bye. Yo, they're telling me I can't bring lighters in there. I have 3 lighters. I have another one. Bro, they telling me I can't bring that shit in there, bro. What the fuck? Alright, y'all. We gotta try to hide this extension cord. I don't even know where I'm gonna go put this at. No loitering. I'm trying to see if I'm gonna try to hide it somewhere, but I said, where the fuck I'm gonna hide it at? Like, I don't know where I should put it at. I don't want to put it in a place where people are likely to see it. That's the thing. Matter of fact, let me walk down the stairs. Alright, y'all. I think I'm finna hide this, like, right here. Because think about it. If I hide this shit... Nah, I'm gonna try to hide it more. Because I feel like if it's right here, who is going all the way over here? I don't know if it's still gonna be there by tomorrow, or I could put it over there. Or is that better? Or no, I'm gonna try to hide it over there, actually. They're like, what are you doing with this shit? I'm like, I have to go hide it somewhere where it's probably gonna be there tomorrow. Alright, there we go. I put it right there. Now that's too obvious. Let me just put it right there. Or something. Maybe I'm hoping it'll still be there by tomorrow. Come to my crib if you ain't fucking shawty. That's that shit I don't like. Y'all, so this is what the hallway, well, this is what one of the hallways looks like. The shelter is like, I think it's like 4 or 5 stories. I'm not even sure. Yeah, because I haven't even, fun fact, I haven't even gone up to the 4th floor yet. Like, I've always, I think I should go up there one day just to, like, take a peek at it and see what it's like. Because I don't think I've ever gone up there. And then here's, like, the bathroom right here. I'm just sitting outside right now. I'm charging my phone and I'm charging my portable and my speaker. Got my water right here. My cup actually broke. Well, I mean, the other end of the straw, like some of it broke, and then the lid also broke as well because I was in this bathroom a few days ago, and then the cup, it was on a, not a flat surface, and it ended up slipping and it fell.
We ain't come off. I'm finna ball on them. Magic City, we going hard on them. Stroke us, we go. We ain't come off. I'm finna ball on them. Magic City, we going hard on them. Stroke us, we go.